Okay, so after watching the two videos on bullying, we'll have a little bit of a discussion. Buddy versus bully. What is bullying? Bullying is when people say or do mean things to others to try and hurt them or their feelings. Some ways people can be bullies is by pushing or hitting others, saying mean things to them, or laughing at them when they make a mistake or do something wrong. A buddy is someone who is nice to others and helps people out. Some ways we can be buddies to others is by giving them compliments, which means saying nice things to them, helping them up if they fall down, and making them feel better if they are sad. After watching the two videos, we can see that being a bully is not nice and can cause other people's feelings to be hurt. In the first video you watched, we saw that Sammy was being bullied and it made her upset. The other girls in her dance class were making fun of her on purpose because they wanted to hurt her feelings, which is not nice. That is being a bully, not a buddy. Sammy's feelings were so hurt that she didn't want to go to her dance class anymore. After McGruff the crime dog found out Sammy had been bullied, he gave her some advice so she would feel better. So as we look over there to the picture, we can see a picture of McGruff the crime dog, and he says, McGruff can help. How can you help stop bullies? Number one, speak up. So if your feelings are hurt, some people might not know unless you tell them or you tell someone else. So you gotta speak up if your feelings are hurt. Be a friend. We also want to make sure we're being a friend or being a buddy to others. And get an adult. We want to make sure we tell an adult if someone keeps bothering us and we tell them to leave us alone. After Sammy figured out how to talk to the bullies at her dance class, the bullies eventually realized that being mean to her wasn't going to hurt her feelings anymore. A lot of times bullies are mean on purpose, and if they find out it doesn't bother others, they stop. They only do it because they know it bothers people. So sometimes if you just ignore bullies, sometimes they will leave you alone. Being a buddy is always a better choice than being a bully. In the second video you watched, a girl by the name of Zoe is called the meanest girl in second grade because of how she was a bully to the other kids in her school. She was so mean that eventually other kids didn't want to play with her. So since she was mean to other people, they didn't like being bullied, so they didn't want to be around her. When bullies are mean to others, they make people not want to be around them. I know if I was being bullied by someone, I wouldn't want to be around them either. When other kids didn't want to be around Zoe, it made her upset because nobody wanted to play with her. That is when she realized she should apologize and be nice to her classmate. After she apologized to her classmate, he forgave her and they became friends. Friends are more fun to be around when they act like buddies and not bullies. So to review, a buddy is someone who is nice to us and treats others the way we want to be treated. A bully is someone who is mean to others and wants to hurt them or hurt their feelings. People who are bullies oftentimes have people not want to be around them. So if you're being a bully to someone, people are not going to want to be friends with you because you make them feel bad. So we want to make sure we're being nice to everyone. If you are being bullied, there are certain things you can do to make the situation better. One thing you can do is to ignore them. So just like Sammy was kind of doing or talking to them, you can ignore them, and that might be a way that bullies might leave you alone if you act like it doesn't bother you, because sometimes people bully or bother people because they enjoy making you feel uncomfortable. Another thing you can do is you can tell them that they are bothering you. Sometimes people might be bullying you and they might not know it. For example, maybe you fall down and they might think that you're joking or trying to be silly, and you really aren't, and it could hurt their feelings. So sometimes if you tell them, that really hurts my feelings when you do that, please stop that. Sometimes people don't know that you're there hurting your feelings, so sometimes telling people that it bothers you is a good idea as well. Another thing you can do is tell an adult. If someone is bullying you or bothering you, you can tell an adult that another student or someone is bothering you, and they can try to make the situation better. So we want to always make sure we're being buddies at school and not bullies, and being nice to each other. At Discovery Academy of Science, we want to make sure all students are buddies and friends with everyone.